you seem to be still in Switzerland. When are you going back to? When are you moving to Paris? Finally moving to Paris.
Well, I just booked my train tickets right now, so I'm going next week.
Next week. So what is your plan until late September?
So first I start with 6 months of classes.
Yeah.
Then I need to find a 6-month internship in January. And then I will start with the master in M2 next summer or next September.
So they ask you to study for 2 years with a 6 months internship in between. Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. So that's
Since I didn't have all the ECTS credits, I need to do it in 2 years. Yeah.
Are you happy, or you want to be faster? Tell me.
No, I'm happy with 2 years, especially since it's only 6 months of class and then another 6 months internship. So I can get used to Paris and also do one more internship. So yeah, I don't mind.
But tell me, the whole program is in Paris. There's not a part that is in London. It's not.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So the M2, so for me it would be next year. It's 15 weeks in Paris, then 15 weeks in London as well.
Which is good because that's probably where you will work. No, or you want to work in Switzerland, or you want to work in the UK? What do you prefer?
No, I want to start in the UK. Yes.
Okay, because from what I've heard that many Gallen students like you finally prefer to stay in Switzerland because they say it's better paid. Is it true or not? Is it?
I would say on average, it might be true that Switzerland does pay well for like entry jobs, but I think when you get to higher job, it's pretty much the same pay in Switzerland or London or Paris.
And there's probably more to do. There's more business to do if you're in the UK because there are bigger transactions. No,
exactly.
So basically, it's like when you play football, where you have to be, I don't know, in Spain or basketball in the US. It's probably better to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell me, can you introduce yourself, because maybe you did not introduce yourself. So can you introduce yourself to the other students?
For sure. So I'm 24 years old. I was born and raised in Switzerland, and I did my bachelor's degree at the University of St. Gallen. And afterwards, I did some internship in finance, and now I'm looking forward to start at ESCP, also in the master in finance.
Alors, so tell me, why ESCP? What do you like so much about the ESCP? Because when we studied, you had other schools in mind, not just ESCP. So why ESCP? Tell me.
For me, it was because they have a good reputation in France and as well as in the UK. And I like how the program is kind of focused on getting a job or getting you ready for the interviews. So this was also a big point for me. And finally, I also like how you spend sometimes in Paris and also sometimes in London. So I think that's a plus if you need to do like internship or interviews there.
Well, basically, you're not going to be in the new campus, and the new campus will be ready next year. Am I right?
Correct.
So you'll be in Montparnasse, huh? Am I right? Is the Montparnasse campus? Okay.
Montparnasse and another one.
Yeah, and the one Champéret, in Port de Champéret.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but mainly for bachelor students, it is in Champéret, and for you, it's in Montparnasse. But you see, Montparnasse is very nice. You can be there, would be even better because Montparnasse is a big station, and then you can go to the 5th, 6th district. So it's a very good place. And you're going to live near Montparnasse, huh? I guess so. Yeah, you're going to live near Montparnasse, or where will you live finally?
I will be in the 16th arrondissement.
Yeah, it's not the best for where you're going to be a bit far from where you are. Yeah, did you check? So can you please introduce yourself? You have taken ESCP. You told us about the program, and what do you like so much about ESCP, Nyco, that you took it?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you like so much? Yeah.
Well, I like also Professor Thomas. He seems seems quite interesting, and I also wanted to have some classes with him, and also be part of other students who have the same objectives as you, same goals, to learn a job in finance. I think that's also a plus of ESCP. And as I said before, it's quite international, I think. So this is also a plus for me.
A plus, yeah. So yes, of course, what people like about ESCP, you see, it's the school that has several campuses, so that has a global outreach, at least in Europe. Strong in finance, and the master is very well reputed. And of course, the programs makes you a professional. Mr. Thomas, so the dean of the director of the program, is a former banker, so he makes sure that you get hands-on experience at ESCP. Okay.
Exactly.
You're French speaker, so are you happy to be in Paris as well? You go there for the job, or you're also very happy to go in Paris? Tell me.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy to go in Paris. I haven't had the chance to really visit Paris this much, and I think it's a beautiful city with a lot of things to do, a lot of cultural places to see. So no, I'm looking forward to live in Paris for a while.
Yeah, because you're going to move late August. Because you move late August, and when the class starts the week after. Yeah.
Yeah. So right now we have some summer classes to catch up, and then we'll start next week. So next Friday we'll start on the campus.
Okay, so that's a very good thing. You're studying on campus, and you will. What did I want to say? And are you have you already made contacts? I'm sure that you have met friends there. What have been how have you interacted with them?
Yeah, so first of all, I've connected with my fellow HSG students. So we are, I think, four or five students from HSG who are going to this master. So we already have a WhatsApp group, and then we also have a WhatsApp group with all the M2 students. So the students who are doing this master in 2 years. So yeah, I've talked with them on LinkedIn and through WhatsApp. Yeah. So
okay. And but you have not interacted. You have not interacted with them. So a bit through LinkedIn, through WhatsApp. And how many of you are in the program? How many are in your program? It's about 80, no?
Good question. I think for the M2 it's like 100 students, but for the M2 I'm not sure. I think maybe 50 or less. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, it depends on the thing. So yes, and tell me, and you have an idea of where you want to study, where you want to work. Sorry.
Yeah, I would love to work in London. So that's my goal for now. But first I need to get an internship, maybe either in Paris or London, and afterwards I want to get a job in London.
Yeah, after that you want to get a job in London, and you know a lot about London. So why London, and what are your dream companies?
I only been once to London, so I don't really know that much about it, but I know there's a big financial center with all the big companies such as JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and also quite some private equity companies. It's a big financial center there.
Yeah, it's a big thing. And of course, that's the place to start, because that's the financial capital of finance. Huh? You agree? So tell me, Nyco, because so tell me now about the admission process. How did it go for you? What is required to apply to ESCP? If you can tell us about the test, about the application, about the interviews, and how did it go for you? Tell me, and what would you advise? Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I would advise all students to start earlier, because sometimes you get quite stressful if you have some issues with the website or your application, or you want to rewrite your essays or anything. So I would advise to start earlier. Then of course, if you can get a good GMAT score, that's very important, not only for ESCP but for all business school. Then yeah, you apply online. I think you have to fill up your information, Then I think I had an essay, I think, with like 3 questions to answer. Then you get a response, and you have if it's a positive response, you have an interview with Professor Thomas.
Directly with him. And was it technical? Was it about motivation, or was technical? Or what was the interview like? Tell me.
For me, it was more a fit question. So what was my career plan? Why finance? Why did I want to do M&A? If I know people that works in M&A. So it was more motivational questions.
But nothing technical. It's not like HEC.
No.
HEC where it's very technical. So it was more motivation. Okay.
Yeah,
According
correct.
to you, why it was not technical? Why it was not motivation? Why it was only motivation and not technical?
My guess is that since I did some internship and I also did a good bachelor's degree, he did not ask a technical question because I think he expected me to already have this technical knowledge. So that's why I think he went for the motivation. But
most likely. Basically, in your case, so if you want basically disclose that, when you had the interview, after that, you had been waitlisted. So can you explain what has been the process? Because it's important to know that sometimes you don't go in directly. So what has been the process for you?
Yeah, so I was put on a waiting list. So that means I wasn't accepted officially, but maybe if other students who are accepted, but then they decline their offer, then I will get their spot. So I had to wait until those students decide to go to ESCP or another school, and afterward I was lucky to get an email and say that I was finally accepted.
And it was last minute, you remember? Huh? It was really last minute.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been, and it was very stressing, I guess. No.
Yeah, it was quite stressing. I almost thought it was over because it was, I think, in mid-June or something. So I was like, okay, I have no news. It's probably over for me. But no, then I got the email during vacation, and I was so happy.
Yeah. It was because you finished St. Gallen last year. You finished in July 23, and so you had already taken a year off, and you didn't have many ways out. So the only way out was the masters. Yeah, because how did you spend your last year? You 23, 24.
No, so I did internship at the same time, and I was applying also to master's degree at the same time. So yeah, I was not at home.
Yeah, you were not at home, but at the same time, it was your goal was this master.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay. So basically, what piece of advice would you give to people who want to apply Nyco? What would you tell them?
I would first start early, try to get a good GMAT score, and also you have to make sure to have a really good professional objective goal. Like you need to know exactly what you want to do, why, like which companies. You need to show that you really thought about what you wanted to do later with your professional career. I think that's a big point. Not only for ESCP, but I think for all business school in general.
All of them in general, yeah. Okay. So yes, it's very important. So basically, do it in advance. Remember that you applied early. Apply early because you never know what can happen. Of course, try to get a good GMAT or good GRE to have the choice. So it's very important. And of course, work on your resume, on your profile, to be interesting. So basically, I would probably, because we attend ESCP seminars quite often because we teach ESCP for the BBAs. So at the Porte Champéret, that I will have the opportunity to see you, Nyco. When I come, we take a picture. I'll be happy to go there. If you're in France, if you have any question, anything, but administration, anything, ask me.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess that you have already. The best thing to do is to take something that is already a rent that is already furnished. So I guess that you took something that is furnished. There's already electricity. No, but sometimes it's not. and you have already your electricity, everything is set. Or for WhatsApp, you can keep your number. Okay, you need a phone.
For
okay,
sure.
you need a phone, whatever. So the problem that you may need, the problem that you may have is for your clothes, for your food. Huh? I don't know what you want to do. Not in France, like in Switzerland, you can order once a week. If I were you, I would order my food. That way I'm set. Huh? To get
Okay.
an MS. And
Good
then
point.
the big, yeah. And so that's Xenia, she will tell you what to do because she's an expert. She knows. So order once a week. You say, this day I'm here. I work from home. I order. Saturday I don't have nothing to do. I order my food. That way I don't have to bother.
Okay.
Of course, but it's going to be a new life, and you have to clean your studio flat. You have to wash your linen. I don't know what you're going to do, but you should also make sure that there's a washing machine in your flat. Huh? Okay, because that can be a nightmare.
Yeah.
No, you understand why.
Yeah, of course I do.
If there is thing. So I will see you. Probably we'll come back in October. There's an event that you organize with the ESCP. I will be happy to see you. And you have my phone number. If you have any question about France, about anything, don't hesitate to call. I'm always happy to help my students. Okay, Nyco?
Perfect. Yeah.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome.